Let me tell you something right now. You didn't come this far just to come this far. You didn't survive your past alive, Rich. You didn't cry those tears, carry those burdens, and break through those battles just to live like everyone else. You were built for more. You were created with something special in you. But listen to me carefully. The world doesn't care how much potential you have. It doesn't care how smart you are, how strong you could be, or how many dreams you wrote down. The world responds to action. And the time for talking, waiting, and dreaming is over. It's time to get after. Doctor, I know some of you are tired. You're tired of grinding and not seeing the results. You're tired of failing and getting up just to fall again. But that pain you feel, that frustration, that's fuel. That's the fire being lit under your destiny. That's the call of greatness trying to wake you up. You weren't built to break. You were built to rise. But you gotta stop wishing and start working. Stop hoping and start hustling. You gotta make a decision right now that you are going to step into your call and chase your greatness and give every ounce of your soul to the vision that keeps you up at night. That's what this channel is about. That's what we stand for. This isn't for the faint of heart. This isn't for those who want easy. This is for warriors. This is for lions. This is for the ones who refuse to die without giving life everything they've got. So if that's you, welcome. Let's get to work, Doc, because here's the truth. You don't need more motivation. You need discipline. You don't need more time. You need urgency. You don't need more chances. You need to maximize the one that's in your hand right now. There are people out there who are less talented than you, who didn't have the same opportunities, who started with less, and they're winning. Why? Because they got after it. They showed up every day. They did the boring work. They said no to distractions. They sacrificed comfort for commitment. And now they're living the life you dream of. That doesn't make them better than you. That just means they were more consistent than you. But that can change today. That can shift right now. If you're ready to grind like your life depends on it, because it does, then welcome to family. We're not just here to inspire you. We're here to challenge you, to confront you, to stretch you past your limits. Because you can't grow where you're comfortable. You can't get to the next level living like everybody else. You've got to think different. You've got to move different. You've got to be obsessed with growth, obsessed with progress, obsessed with rising up every single day, no matter what life throws at you. You've got to be the kind of person who gets knocked down 7 times and stands up 8. The kind who hears a no 1,000 times and still believes the yes is coming. The kind who's willing to go through hell if that's what it takes to get to heaven. That's who we are. That's what this channel is about. It's time to get after it. Some of y'all are one decision away from a completely different life. And you keep making excuses. You keep procrastinating. You keep waiting for perfect conditions. Let me break it to you. Perfect conditions don't exist. There will never be a perfect time. The only perfect moment is now. Because now is the only thing you truly own. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's not promised. All you got is today. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to waste another day scrolling, doubting, delaying? Or are you going to make today the day everything changes? The day you start building the body, the business, the legacy, the mindset, the life, the mindset, the life you were born for. You've got to get hungry. You've got to want it like your next breath. You've got to want it so bad that it consumes you. Because average doesn't win. Good intentions don't win. Desire without discipline doesn't win. Only execution wins. You gotta show up every single day and do the work, whether you feel like it or not. Because feelings don't build dreams. Habits do. Sacrifice does. Late nights and early mornings do. And most importantly, purpose does. You've gotta ask yourself, what's your why? Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to level up? Because if you don't have a strong why, you'll quit when it gets hard. You'll fall when life punches you in the mouth. But if your why is bigger than your pain, bigger than your excuses, bigger than your fears, you become unstoppable. That's what we're about here. Helping you find your why, helping you build your drive, helping you unlock the beast within. Because once you activate that beast, once you decide that nothing will stop you, everything changes. You stop being the victim and start being the victim and start being the victor. You stop existing it and start living. You stop dreaming and start dominating. That's what happens when you get after. And let me tell you this, the grind is not supposed to feel good. It's supposed to be painful. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to break the old you so the new you can rise. You don't become great by staying the same. You become great by changing your mindset, changing your habits, changing your life, one decision at a time. And every video on this channel is a call to that decision, a call to that decision, a call to level up, a call to stop playing small, a call to take your rightful place among the greats. Because the truth is, there's greatness in you, but it's buried under the excuses, fear, and doubt. And the only way to dig it out is through discipline, work, and relentless pursuit. I'm not here to baby you. I'm here to build you, to push you, and push you, to coach you into becoming the best version of yourself. So if you're looking for soft inspiration, this ain't the place. But if you're ready to face your demons, confront your limitations, and put in the work to turn your dreams into reality, then you're in the right place. This is more than a channel. This is a movement. This is a mindset. This is a mission. This is a mission. Get after it, bud, because somebody is counting on you. Somebody is watching you. Somebody needs your story. Somebody is praying for the thing you were born to build. But they can't receive what you're called to give until you step up, until you stop hiding, until you stop settling. So don't do it just for you. Do it for your family. Do it for your kids. Do it for the people who said you'd never make it. Do it for the younger you who believed anything was possible before the world taught you to shrink. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your destiny. You owe it to the greatness inside you. It's time to get after it. And when you get tired, when you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Remember the nights you couldn't sleep because that dream was burning in your chest. Remember the people who doubted you, the ones who laughed, the ones who left. Remember the pain. Remember the hunger. Remember the promise you made to yourself that you would never settle for less than you're capable of. That's your fuel. That's your fire. That's what's gonna carry you through the hard days. That's what's gonna get you back up when life knocks you down. Oh, quitting is not an option. Giving up is not an option. You didn't come this far to turn back now. You didn't go through all that pain just to give up when it's hard. You came to finish. You came to conquer. You came to leave a legacy. So lock in, focus, cut the distractions, elevate your circle, master your time, own your mornings, dominate your day, speak life, train hard, think big, move with purpose, walk with confidence, and whatever you do, don't stop, don't slow down, don't look back. The best version of you is ahead of you, not behind. The greatest chapters of your story are still unwritten, and they're waiting on one thing, you. Your actions, your decisions, your grind. So get up, get focused, get fast, get fired up, and get after. This is your moment, your season. You're called to rise. Stop wasting time. Stop chasing comfort. Stop running from your calling. Get obsessed with your growth. Get disciplined about your habits. Get committed to the vision. And don't you dare stop until you're living the life you know you were created for. Because greatness isn't given, it's earned. One rep at a time, one step at a time, one sacrifice at a time. So let the world doubt you, let them sleep on you, let them underestimate you. Just make sure they never outwork you. Make sure they never outlast you. Make sure they never forget your name. This is not a game. This is your life. And it's time to take it back. It's time to take it back. Till the time to silence the doubt, kill the excuses, and live the life you were born to live. You got what it takes. You've always had it. You just needed to wake it up. And now that it's awake, now that the beast is unleashed, there's no stopping you. So let's go. Let's grind. Let's fight. Let's chase. Let's chase. Let's transform. Let's build. Let's lead. Let's win. You ever feel like you were born for something more, but life keeps trying to convince you to settle for less? Like deep down, you know you're not average, you're not ordinary. But every day you're stuck in routines that don't reflect the greatness you feel inside. That's not a coincidence. That's not some random feeling. That's the seed of greatness inside of you screaming to come out. That's the warrior in your soul begging for the fight. That's the voice of purpose trying to wake you up. This is your wake-up call. Not next week, not tomorrow. Right now, it's time to get after it. See, you've been waiting too long, wasting too many minutes. You've been waiting opportunities to knock when you should have been building the door. You've been scrolling your phone, watching other people chase dreams that were never bigger than yours, and deep down, you know it. You're watching instead of doing. And it's killing you inside because something inside knows I was made for more than this. Let me be real with you. Nobody's going to hand it to you. Nobody's going to call you up and offer you greatness. The world doesn't reward potential. The world rewards execution, hustle, consistency, hunger. And this is the channel where that hunger gets fit. This is the place where potential meets pressure, where comfort gets destroyed, where you stop hoping and start getting after it. Because listen to me, you were not born to be a spectator in your own life. You weren't born to sit on the sideline while others chase what you dream about. You weren't born to shrink just because life knocked you down. You were born to fight, born to rise, born to lead, born to finish. But you've got to get tired of your own excuses. Tired of letting fear run your decisions. Tired of procrastinating and calling it perfectionism. Tired of blaming everything and everyone except the one person who can change it all. You say you want the dream, show me. You say you want success, prove it. You say you want to be legendary, then live like it. Because dreaming without doing is just delusion, and delusion don't pay bills. It don't build legacies. It don't put your family in a better position. What builds that? Rhyme. What builds that? Sacrifice. What builds that? Showing up when it hurts, when it's boring, when nobody's watching, and giving your best anyway. The difference between winning and losing, between regret and legacy, it's not luck, it's not timing, it's not even talent. It's that one person who decides, I'm gonna get after it. No matter what, you gotta flip the switch inside you. Oh, kill the version of you that's addicted to comfort. Kill the version of you that just wants things easy. Kill the version of you that complains instead of competes. You can't drag your weight into your destiny. You've got to bury it and rise up new. And I get it. It's hard. You're tired. Through relentless pursuit, this is not a channel. This is a battlefield. This is a gym for your mind. This is church for the hustler spirit. This is war against mediocrity. This is your moment. Don't let it slip. Not look in the mirror and decide once and for all that the old you is dead. That the quitter in you has been evicted. That you are no longer available for excuses. No longer open for weakness. No longer tolerating anything less than greatness. You're not just a dreamer. You're a finisher, not just a visionary. You're a doer that's here to survive. You're here to dominate, so put your armor on. Lace your boots, grab your weapon, lock in your vision, and show the world what happens when someone stops waiting and starts moving. Because this isn't about hype, it's about becoming who you were born to be. And guess what? It's time to get after actor. You weren't born to repeat yesterday. You weren't placed on this earth to recycle comforts and convenience. You weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to shake the world awake. And that fire inside you, the one you keep trying to ignore because it scares you, that's not just desire. That's your assignment. That's your responsibility. The problem is most people never move. They stay stuck in the someday trap. Someday I'll go harder. Someday I'll take the risk. Someday I'll take the risk. Someday I'll leave this job that's killing my spirit. Someday I'll start chasing what's in my heart. But listen to me. Someday is a lie. Someday is a thief. Someday is how legacies get buried with people who never lived them. You don't need another reminder. You don't need another motivational quote. What you need is one decision. A decision to burn the excuses. A decision to outgrow your old self. A decision to get after IT like your life depends on it. Because it does. This channel, this movement, it's not here for likes. It's not here for attention. It's here to wake lions, to raise warriors, to resurrect that version of you that used to believe anything was possible before life started whispering. But play it safe. Let's get one thing straight. You don't need more time. You need more intensity. You don't need more motivation. You need more clarity. You don't need everything to be perfect. You need to move while it's messy, while it's uncertain, while it's terrifying, because if you wait for perfect, you'll die average. And average ain't your destiny. The average ain't your destiny. After it, no more flirting with your dreams. No more showing up halfway. No more apologizing for wanting more. You don't need permission to want greatness. You need conviction. You need stamina. You need to lock in on that vision and refuse to blink. People always say, I want to win. But you got to ask yourself, are you willing to lose first? Are you willing to lose sleep or lose comfort? Lose your old identity to lose friendships that don't believe in you. Or lose the approval of people who never saw your value, because greatness has a cost. Success isn't handed out like candy. You pay for it with focus, with grit, not with discipline when your body wants to quit. With early mornings, late nights, quiet battles nobody sees, and silent victories nobody celebrates. Here's the truth that will hurt before it heals. The life you want is buried beneath the habits you refuse to kill. You can't live legendary and think average. You can't demand success and dodge sacrifice. You can't beg for purpose and run from pain. So if you want it, if you really want it, you gotta build a hunger that doesn't shut off. A hunger that stays lit when it's raining, when it's lonely, when you're broke, when it's bored. Because anyone can grind when it's easy. Anyone can push when it's popular. But this right here, this is for the ones who keep swinging even when life is swinging back harder. For the ones who train in the dark, who fight invisible battles, who rebuild themselves brick by brick every time the world tries to knock them down. This is for the chosen, not the popular, not the perfect. The chosen, not the ones who've been broken and still believe. The ones who've lost everything but kept their drive. The ones who failed 10 times and still show up on the 11th because they understand it's not about how you feel. It's about what you decide, and we decide to go. We decide to rise, we decide to outwork, outlast, and outbelieve the limits they put on us. This channel is not hype. It's a weapon against doubt, a weapon against fear, a weapon against that inner voice that says you're not enough. Every video is a strike. Every word is a punch. Every message is a spark meant to ignite your discipline, not just your feelings. You don't come here to be entertained. You come here to be equipped, to armor your mindset, to recalibrate your soul, to step into the war zone called life and say, let's go, I'm ready now. Because the world ain't soft. It doesn't care about your potential. It doesn't reward ideas. It rewards execution. And you don't execute by accident. You execute by obsession. You've got to stop waiting for people to believe in you. Stop waiting for someone to validate you. Stop waiting for someone to save you. You are the hero you've been waiting for. You are the one who can break the cycle, who can rewrite the story, who can silence the generational curse and scream, it ends with me. But you gotta be bold. You got to move like you already won the battle. You gotta walk like your crown is invisible, but real, because real kings and queens don't chase attention. They chase purpose. They chase peace, dominance over their weakness. And if you really want to break out, here's what it takes. You need a vision so loud it drowns out the noise. You need goals so massive they scare the small version of you. You need a routine so locked in that distractions get bored. And yeah, it'll get hard. There will be days when you feel invisible, when the grind feels like punishment, when your goals feel far and your energy feels gone. But that's the price of becoming something rare. That's the tuition for greatness. That's the training ground for immortality. Because the goal ain't to be remembered for a week. The goal is to be unforgettable, to build something so unshakable that long after you're gone, your voice still speaks. And if you want to live like that, then you can't think like they think. You can't train like they train. You can't stop when they stop. You've got to be obsessed with progress, addicted to purpose, not married to consistency. Your alarm clock can't be your enemy. It's your invitation. Your pain can't be your excuse. It's your fuel. Your failure can't be your ending. It's your foundation. You've got to turn every weakness into a weapon, every insecurity into intensity, every setback into a step forward. Because listen to me, you don't rise on luck, you rise on commitment. You rise when nobody sees you, you rise when the dream feels dead. You rise when quitting would be easier, but staying locked in becomes your oxygen. And every time you choose to go one more rep, one more hour, one more try, you silence the voice that says you can't. You tell your future, I'm coming for you, and I'm not leaving without everything you promised me. This is the mentality we breathe here. This is the creed we live by. This is the DNA of the channel you've entered. Because it's time to get after it isn't just a slogan. It's not a trend. It's a vow. A vow to never fold. A vow to go all in. A vow to finish what you start. A vow to go farther than you thought you could. A vow to become who you were born to be. So if you're ready to stop wishing and start walking, if you're ready to stop watching and start working, if you're ready to stop living below your capacity and start rising with intensity, welcome. You're in the right place, but don't just watch. Don't just listen. Don't just listen. Don't just clap for others. Stand up, lock in, this be the day. The old you dies and the savage wakes up. Let this be the season you stop playing small. Let this be the turning point they'll talk about years from now. Let this be the moment you looked in the mirror and whispered that it's time to get after it. And then you did.